there? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing really, really well. So of course we're in the month of September and I want to be a little nosy. I just want to see what's happening in your love life this month. So we're going to take a look and we're going to see. So let's get into it while we're in Virgo season now. Let's see what's going on. So what is surrounding my Leos when it comes to their romantic life? We got the Star in the reverse. And what was happening to Leo in the past surrounding this? The Eight of Pentacles. My type is coming to mind. So you may have had a specific type, but it feels like the person, or maybe this is habitual for you, but the person that we may have compromised our type for, it didn't work out, or it's not working out because of that compromise you made. So if I was to give you an example here, Leo, this would remind me of, let's say you met somebody and you see their potential, but maybe they're not where they really want to be just yet. So it's like you may have felt like, I don't ever want to date somebody for their potential, but in this situation you may have compromised on that. It's like you had a type that you know that's what you wanted and you wanted to be with or date, but you may have met somebody that may have fell short of your type, but you were still willing to give them grace or understanding or compromise in some way. And because you may have done that, it's as you were getting to know them or deal with them, you started to see why you had a specific type, and you started to see why maybe that wasn't the right choice to compromise, right? So maybe that potential that you may have saw in a person initially, it never came to pass. They never was able to live up to that potential. So it's like being frustrated not only at your person, but at the situation, because we compromised the part of ourselves that we know we wanted, but yet we may have given a person a chance despite. I wonder if there was some type of like, because for you to, mind you, it feels like you were a person who was very set about your type or what type of person you wanted to deal with. So for this person to be able to get through the cracks of that, I'm curious if there was maybe a strong emotional connection. Maybe you were able to relate to them, maybe because where they're at right now is where you used to be, or you know those experiences. So it's like you don't want to discount or count somebody out. But it feels like you ended up shooting yourself in the foot by compromising on your negotiables or non-negotiables. We got the Strength in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups in the reverse. I think even for you, Leo, you may go back and forth even in your own mind about, should I stick this out or should I not? Should I continue? So there must have been, I'm just putting two and two together, there must have been something really compelling about this person that has made you, whether it was a strong spiritual connection, emotional connection, maybe it was the sex, maybe it was the conversations, I don't know. But you do feel like, I think you feel like you were either weak in the moment, or you may have felt like you showed weakness by compromising on things that you normally don't. Let's see a little bit more. Can you tell me more about this? Who is Leo dealing with? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Tell me more. King of Swords in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse. Oh, I don't like this energy. And the Devil on the bottom of the deck. This would be the kind of person where, realistically speaking, whatever you may have given this person grace and still gave them an opportunity to get to know you, to date you, etc., this would be the kind of person that'll tell you, well, I didn't tell you to do all that. I didn't tell you to go above and beyond. I didn't tell you to chase me. I didn't tell you to try and make something work with me. It's like they'll give you enough. They'll give you enough to keep you entertained or hooked, or they'll actually try in some way to show up, but they only show up to a certain extent. This isn't somebody who is really giving their all or their best, or I'm hearing past tense. So are you even still dealing with this person, Leo? Are you still dealing with this person? If you're still dealing with this person, you may be in that phase of, do I want to continue with this or do I not? Because you've already invested time, energy, effort into this in some way and you do want to see some type of return on your investment, and I do still think there's some part of you that feels like the grace that you gave them is not going to go in vain. But when you look at this is you you're going in and out of reality checking. It's like you can see in one sense the positives about continuing on with this situation, but on the flip side, you're reality checking yourself and saying, but hold on, I said I never wanted to deal with this kind of person, or a person with this kind of characters, or the person that comes with this kind of baggage, but yet here I am. Is this even in alignment with me? You keep going ping-ponging. Part delusion, part reality. And that's why I go back to saying this person's personality of, they'll let you give, they'll let you expend yourself, they'll let you, show up, they'll let you still engage with them. But then the moment when you're asking them about, hey, when are you going to do X, like you said that you were going to do, or the potential that was there, or when is this going to change? It's when you present these things to this person, they give that air, whether verbally or just their energy of, well, I didn't tell you to do all that. You chose to do all that. You chose to keep calling me. You chose to keep texting me. You chose to keep trying to show up. You chose to keep planning dates. I didn't tell you to do all that. But yet their actions and behaviors will still allow you to give to them, because through their actions and their behaviors, they're still wanting and able to receive from you. 7 of Cups. I gotta ask, I'm curious, so I don't know if you're dealing with this. I'm curious if this is what you're coming out of. And there you go, Queen of Wands. Tell me more, Leo. What is going on with you? 10 of Pentacles. I think you're coming out of this. So either you just left it, well, all of your timings are going to be different. Either for some of you, you may have just recently left this person. Maybe you left this person some time ago. Maybe this was the type of person you divorced from. Can you tell me more? But I don't think you two are actively dealing with one another. So, yeah, you're not actively dealing with this person. So you and this person are in some kind of separation. But I bring it back to you, Ten of Swords. I bring it back to you because I think there's a little bit of, I don't want to say worry, but overthinking or over-assessing what you either came out of or what you just came through with this person. And I think there's a real talk that you're having with yourself while you're breathing life back into yourself of, okay, going forward, I cannot compromise, or I cannot negotiate, or despite what type of connection me and this person initially have, I cannot allow myself to be blinded or blindsided by another person. So you're reaffirming your boundaries with yourself. You're reaffirming your standards. You're reaffirming your non-negotiables. And I don't think you're willing to compromise for a person, right? It's like, let's say the person was financially unstable and it's like you're financially stable and you're just like, you know what? People have hard times. I went through my own hard times. I don't want to discount them because they're in that season. Knowing that in your type, you don't want to deal with somebody who's not financially stable, but yet on this person, we made a compromise. Again, it's that kind of energy. And you're just saying, I will not do that again. I will not date that kind of person again. Give this kind of person a try. Entertain these kind of people. If I know that I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, I'm going to be assessing if a person can meet those things. If not, I'm not bending. So let me do a whole new spread, because either this is what you again left, or you're now coming out of. If you're in that period though where you're still dealing with this person and you're wondering, hey, should I continue this? Should I leave this situation? I would tell you, if you're dealing with somebody and you've compromised your boundaries or your negotiables and non-negotiables, and you're not feeling satisfied, then you need to assess for you, hey, maybe I should leave this, But I want to see, where are you going? Where is Leo going? Where is Leo going at this time? 10 of Wands, the letter S is coming through. Sunday specifically, so something may happen on a Sunday for you. 5 of Swords in the reverse. In the Fool. Yeah, I think in this situation, for some of you, Ace of Swords in reverse. For some of you, you may have just cut this person off, just let it go. Maybe you said your piece and it may have been blunt. It could have been a little harsh, maybe very direct. Even if you weren't being aggressive, you were just maybe cold about your message. And it's like you cut it off and you're breaking yourself free. I think you've held on to it long enough. So again, this may be speaking past tense of what you just came out of, or maybe this is the situation that you're in. I think you held on to it long enough. I think you have enough clarity, but even closure within yourself to say, by cutting this off, I know I'll be fine. I don't think this is anything that's going to linger on for you, because you know you did the right thing or you made the right choice based off the circumstances you had. Because past the compromising you may have been doing here, you just may have felt like, I have nothing left to give and I'm not really getting what I asked for or met because we compromised on our type. So you're breaking free. So let's see if anything new coming towards you. Let's see if anything new is coming towards Leo in the month of September. Is there anybody new coming towards Leo? 7 of Pentacles. Anyone new coming towards Leo? 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. You may be worried about your finances and your career. For some of you, there may be a big purchase coming up and you're just wanting to make sure you have enough, or maybe the funding goes through. The Moon. I think you're going to be not self-isolated, but I think you're going to be focused on you, your work, your finances this month. 2 of Swords. If you're already, let's say you've already left this and maybe you're dealing with somebody currently, I think it's just you're gonna keep that connection or that relationship private. So whatever's going on in your connection between you and your partner, I just see that you two keeping that in secret, not really telling people your business about some things that may be happening that's troubling. So let's say you and your partner are dealing with some financial issues, you're not talking to other people about it, or maybe there's some weirdness in your relationship dynamic. You're not opening up to others, you're dealing with the stress of it on your own between you and your partner. But for others of you that are just single, I don't see, 10 of Cups. This is a you-focused month. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. September's a very much so a you-focused month. You may be trying to build up your finances. You may even be trying to recalibrate your life path. What does life truly look like for you? What do you want out of your life? What do you want out of your lived experiences? What direction are you going in? I don't want to use the word midlife crisis because I'm not trying to base it off age, but it feels like you're at a pivotal point of having to really either refine or redirect the path that you've been taking in life. I think this goes a little bit out further than your relationships. I think this is you as a whole. I think this circumstance may have been a catalyst for this paradigm shift mentally, but I don't think this is the reason why you're going through this. If you take it out of your love life and look at other areas of your life, I would ask you, do you feel like you feel that you fall short or deficient of feeling fulfilled in those areas or different sectors of your life? Because it's like you're really assessing. Maybe we're concerned about our finances right now, our career. Maybe there's some family issues, some health issues going on. And it's like with the relationship situation not working out, it's like I don't even have time to deal with that anymore. I just need to focus on what's in front of me right now. And I see you really, either you're like really trying to take care of yourself in the best way. So maybe you're going to the gym, you're working on your fitness, your health. Maybe you're trying to work on your money management and your finances. Maybe you're learning some type of skill, trade, coursework, some type of study, so that way you can use that for your profession to grow your money. Some of you are considering maybe getting into investments, or you're concerned about your investments this month. There's a lot of little things that I can pick up and pick out that is happening in your other areas of life that has nothing to do with your love life, that it's like, it almost kind of feels like the phrase, let go and let God. So you may just be letting the universe take the wheel when it comes to, that's what that feels like. Your type, settling. That's why it's going larger than your love life. You may have settled in other areas of your life too, and just to have this also happen in your love life, I think the habitual pattern of settling or compromising parts of yourself for things that don't even give back to you or that don't even give you the same kind of grace. That's why, no wonder why it's like, this feels like I'm confining a message. It feels like I'm confining an energy. It's larger than that. You're just tired of settling and compromising in different areas. Either taking what you can get just because it's there, something is better than nothing. Whether it is trying to be too understanding just because maybe you wish you had that, or because of what you may have gone through, you can relate to what they've gone through, so you try to give that kind of grace. Maybe because we may have felt like we've been too rigid or difficult with our own boundaries or our types, so we're trying to loosen it up to maybe cast a larger net. But nonetheless, you're still compromising in some form of the word. You're still settling. And this feels like you've done this. This is a pattern you repeat in other areas of your life. It really is. It's not just your love life. This happens in other areas of your life too. And I think this situation is just like, okay, I'm tired of it. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep it. You keep shooting yourself in the foot by playing it short or giving yourself the short end of the stick. It's like and not to be shady when I say this, I promise you I'm not, but we got to look in that mirror and hold ourselves accountable. You keep shooting yourself in the foot by compromising yourself. And I think in the month of September, it's just like either you're working on yourself to stop this pattern that goes deep. I want to go back into the saying, you're taking what you can get. Growing up, maybe you may have felt like you didn't really have a voice in the household. I'm sorry, not to go off the message, but maybe you may have felt like you didn't have a voice in the household, or that you had to take what you get. Whatever your parents gave you, you just had to take it, whether because of economic issues or maybe their mental or behavioral issues. So it's like either you felt like you couldn't speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself. If you stood up for yourself, then they may have took it as talking back or being argumentative, or maybe you were just dismissed. Maybe it could have resulted in heavier or deeper consequences than just that, if you know what I mean. There's something about, this comes back to a sense of self-esteem. And especially if you're a feminine watching this and this is relating to you, it makes me kind of wonder, what is the relationship that you have with your father? Either which way, growing up, and even throughout your childhood, maybe your early teen years, young adult years, again, it just felt like you had to take what you could get. No more. You're working on that. There's an inner child wound here that you're working on this month and that you're working through. And you may be using, again, exercise, diet, focusing on work, your career, your finances as kind of a medium to help you feel better about yourself. But I think you may be a little closed off while you go through your own healing process or emotional process. And even if it ain't, you are wounded and you're scarred and you're dealing with this agonizing pain, I think you just want better results for yourself. I think you want better conclusions for yourself, not just in your love life, but in all areas. And I think you refuse to take the short end of the stick and get that. I think you're just done with it. So Leo, hopefully this has helped. I don't know what the purpose of this message was. Maybe it's just to confirm what you're already dealing with on your journey. Just know that I love you. Know that I love you. If you'll love a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. This is where I let you go though. And bye.